You know, when you go across Africa, you see a lot of people call each other brother. Hey, brother, how you doing, brother? Hey, my brother, how's it, my brother? How you doing? How's life, brother? It's good. You know, we all brothers. I guess as Africans, we want to show warmth and friendliness. But do we really mean it? Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. My name is Zack. Thank you very much for choosing us. I appreciate it. I'm sure if you watch this video to the end, we're gonna love each other. Trust me. Thank you very much. I salute you from all over. I don't know where you are. South Africa, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Nigeria. Wagwan, me boss. Jamaica, USA. Thank you. In most of these countries, people call each other brother. Hey, brother, how are you? It's good. It feels warm. It feels friendly. But do people really mean it when they say brother? Like, who are your brothers? Let me ask you a question. If you found yourself stuck somewhere, on the outskirts of your town, let's say, 20-minute drive outside, 11 p.m. How many people can you call? You got stuck, your car is broken, your tire is gone or something. How many people can you call? How many people can you actually call and they show up for you at 11? Or not even to say 1 o'clock in the morning. How many people? Okay, just think about it. Who's going to pick up the phone? Who's not going to pick up the phone? You know who's not going to pick up the phone. Your brothers are only the people that can actually show up for you when you need them. Those are your brothers. You know, in life, I don't think you will necessarily be born with your brothers. I don't think so. I think sometimes you meet your brothers as you go through the process of life. I don't think your brothers are necessarily people from your country either. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in passport. I'm sorry. I believe the passport is in the heart. It either connects or it doesn't. I don't think anybody can tell me, okay, you got this paper, it's this color, he's got the same, so you brothers. No, I don't believe in that. I believe you meet your brothers as you walk through the path of life. And your brothers are always going to be there for you when you need them. They're always going to see things in front of you when you don't see, and they're going to mention it to you. Your brothers are always going to want to see you shine, even when they struggle into the same situation. You work with somebody and you're doing good, you get a promotion, he's happy for you, and you do the same work. That's a brother. Not somebody that feels jealous, but I've been here before you. How come they choose you, not me? Somebody can be your friend, but not your brother. Or somebody can just be an acquaintance and you don't realize it. Being from the same tribe does not automatically say we are brothers. No, because some of the worst enemies in the past were people from the same tribe. Do you remember Thomas Sankara, the great man of Africa, the great man of freedom? He was the first president in Africa to reduce his own salary. He promoted women. He was one of the first in the world to promote women into government. Let alone an African man promoting women into government position. An African man saying the man must also clean the dishes. Yes, he was 30-something years old when he did that. A young man. An African man that said, you don't need special cars, you don't need Mercedeses. You just need a small car to come to the office. We could use those big cars' money to build hospitals. We could use those big cars' money to build schools. You don't need to fly first class because it's expensive. Because the person flying first class and the person flying economy will all take off when the plane take off and will come down when the plane comes down. Talking to the government officials. People hated him for that. People hated him for telling the truth, for wanting the country to move forward. People hated Thomas Sankara because he said, don't buy things from the outside. Let's inject money into our own people. Don't buy clothes from Gucci and Versace. While there's a friend of you, there's a Tabiso, a Sipo, Wedraogo, that's the very same thing. Invest in his company. People hated him for that, but he just wanted good things. Guess who killed him? His brother. Yes, somebody from his tribe, his mate, his friend, because he wanted his position. He wanted to be Sankara on behalf of Sankara. So brother, let nobody lie to you. Just because they laugh with you does not mean they love you. Okay? Brotherhoods need to be proven. Are they there when you open a business? Do they come to invest, to buy, to participate, or they just come to eat? Because most of the time when you open a business on the first day, people come to eat. There's food, there's drinks. Do they come to your celebration to cry your parent with you, to cry your brother with you? Or do they come because there's food? You need to know these things. Are they going to show up for you when you need them? That's a good question. Listen, if they're not bringing you money, okay, they must at least bring you ideas and goals and strategies, on how to get money, on how to be better in life. If they're not bringing you money and they're not bringing you strategies, ideas, on plans on how to get better, they must at least bring you happiness, laughter, somebody you sit around with and you laugh together about good things. Okay, somebody that can protect you when you need them, when you're distracted. If they're not bringing you money, they are not bringing you ideas to be better or to grow. They're not bringing you laughter and joy. What do you have them for? They are not your brother. And the next thing I want you to understand, a brother will never go to war against you. Never, ever. Never ever. Your brother, your friend will never go to war against you. He may be unhappy with you for whatever you did, for whatever situation you found yourself in. It's possible that you say something that frustrates them, but they will never go to war with you. They will never be at war with you. Never ever. They may push aside to give you some time, but they will never be your enemy or change. Oh, I changed because he changed. Never ever. Not your brother. Not possible. I remember in the past, one of my friends, I went to see him and I got to his place. He wasn't there. I saw another guy. He said, are you looking for him? I'm like, yeah. Oh, he's not here. I'm like, cool. I'll come back later. I came back a few hours later and I found it. We spoke a little bit about this and that. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm leaving. Okay, bye. As I was leaving, I re-saw the man that I saw earlier. And he said to me, did he tell you? I'm like, tell me what? He didn't tell you. I'm like, what? He was in prison. In prison? For what? He was arrested yesterday. Why was he arrested? Oh, well, I believe you and him were somewhere together. You were seeing some people, and by the time you left that space, somebody started talking crap about you. Once this person spoke shit about you, he got very upset, and they fought, and he was taken to prison for the night. He would just be free. He didn't tell you. I'm like, no, he didn't tell me. I'm like, what? So, you fight over somebody because somebody talks shit about him. You are arrested and sent to the police for the night, and the next day you see them and you don't say a word. What do you want? Just friendship. Those are the type of brothers you need in your life. And I'm saying this because we need to be clear, because we lie to ourselves very much. You need brothers. And brothers are people that push brothers forward. If you are arrested for whichever reason, a brother will not necessarily judge you. A brother will come to you. My brother, what happened? Why did you do that? Do you need help? Okay, I see your daughter still there by herself. I'm going to go see her. That's a brother. If you are arrested falsely for whatever reason, they will come from their work and come see you at least once a month. That's a brother. Brother, don't say, oh, my friend is a druggie now, I left him. That's not your brother. Your friends, if you are a druggie, will come find you in a hole of drug. Wherever you are, whichever hole you are hidden, where you're smoking that illegal stuff, he's going to come pull you out of there. He's not going to drop you. So my question is very simple. We have acquaintances. Know how to put people in the side. Everybody has their purpose, okay? Let me remind you here. Just because you're born from the same country, you're not necessarily brothers. The proof is in the pudding. People do each other wrong all the time, okay? People from the same country hate each other. You see them at work. It's politics. Oh, she said this, but I came before her. Why does she have the position and not me? But you're from the same country. You're not brothers. It's not because you're from the same country. It's not because you're from the same tribe. Being from the same tribe does not mean anything. Okay, people from your tribe can do you wrong. Sometimes you meet good people that are from elsewhere, from far away, but they can do you good. I believe you should give everybody an opportunity. If you feel like you're vibing, give them an opportunity and let them prove you wrong. Don't judge people based on reputation. Don't judge people based on information you heard. I'm not saying open yourself up to anything. I'm saying give people an opportunity to show you that they are worth it or not. Yeah, I remember. Let me tell you something. I remember many years ago, there was this girl I was seeing. I was seeing a girl, and I still worked as a bouncer at the time. Okay, it felt good and stuff, and I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna settle here. We were together for a little bit, like maybe a month or something. Then all of a sudden, at the club where I worked, there was a bunch of guys that were doing trouble and stuff, and we stopped them. They were very angry. Said, "Oh, you know me, you know." So I was told he was a friend of a guy. Let me call him Mike. This Mike guy was a dangerous guy. So apparently this Mike guy was the type of guy you give money to go and finish people. So because I stopped these guys from doing trouble, making trouble at the club, they were looking for me. So one day I went home and I was getting ready to go to the club, and I hear my phone ring and I pick up the phone, and he's my manager calling. Hey, how you doing, Zack? Please don't come. Mike is here with his people. Looking to take you and fuck you up. I want to finish you. I'm like, what? They say, yeah, there are like 35 people. So I stayed home and didn't go to work. I was sad because that was my only hustle. I had only that to make some money. A couple of days later, I saw this girl again. So she asked me, what's going on? I'm like, so you look sad. I'm like, yeah. So there's this Mike guy apparently looking for me and stuff. She's like, Mike who? I'm like, I gave her the full name. She's like, oh, okay. Listen, she was supposed to come see me. She said, I'm going to be there in 15 minutes. She said, Mike who? Yeah, she said, I'm going to be there in 15 minutes. But when I said Mike, he said, Mike who? I'm like, oh, so she knew the guy. Oh, listen, I've got another call. I'm going to call you. She put the phone down. She disappeared. Yeah. 3 weeks later, she calls my phone. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I was sad. I was so sad because I didn't go to work. And at the time, there was my trainer, my boxing trainer. I'll never forget that man. This man took me from my house where I stayed and took me to the gym where I slept for 2 nights. I slept at the gym for 2 nights because he didn't want that guy to hurt me, and he took his gun with. This girl disappeared. She came back 3 weeks later. Hey, how are you doing? Checking on me to see if I'm still alive. Yeah. So I'm just saying. Let me know how you feel about this. Hey, God bless.